Yo, what the? Oh, I thought I could jump on that. Time to open the character creator. To be fair, I did actually get myself is it a Fantasia, but I cannot see myself as anything other than a cat girl. Like, I played around with it. I can't see myself as anything but a cat girl. I look so weird without, like, as anything else. We're lost, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Maybe I'm 150 something then.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
I feel like 2 of my mods are going to end up arguing over
Thancred.
Thancred.
Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Yeah, what's...
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
It was Alize.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did.
We love Alize.
All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thancred from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman?
The game,
Is this
welcome
true?
in.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. your great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it. Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
That's the flower Cryel gave us.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm not gonna cry.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether.
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions.
It's a really pretty flower.
Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study.
Akasha.
A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Thank you for the follow.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
I'm not gonna cry. It's too early
Shall
in
we
the
depart
stream.
for Sharlayan, then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
Oh yeah, shall we go to Sharlayan? And I swear to God, if we happen to
And we
see
will be in touch once our talks are
your
concluded.
dear father,
I suggest you rest while you can.
words are gonna be
From here
spoken.
onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
However, if we see your mother, all the love in the world for your mother. Because she truly did not disown you. We have much better things to do than family matters. But I'm just gonna actually just double check to make sure I have to go back here. Okay, I do. Perfect. Okay, cool. Not me being like, maybe I just double check and be like, do I just double, like, maybe we double check. Because imagine I teleport back to Sharlayan, and then I still had to actually be in Razathan, and I'm just like, fuck. Well, that happened. Also, thank you again for the follow. I really heckin' do appreciate that. If you do want to introduce yourself, you're more than welcome to. Did Shay miss an aetheryte shard? I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure the aetheryte in Radzat Han is still not... it's still not unlocked for me yet. I think I still have to like progress further in the story. I zoned out for a bit, so when I heard your mother, you thought... I thought you were making a your mum joke. No, I wasn't. Oh shit, I did! Oops. Also, wait, is this anyone in chat? Because you're cute. Oh, the panning! If this is anyone in chat, you're cute. What the fuck? And you're a sage! Gahatia is freaking best boy. We love him. Where's my emotes? I didn't realize that I freaking missed anything by the... Well, just these sages just, you know, casually being chaotic. Oh, okay, I'm going to Beldessian. Actually, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I would need to go to Beldessian. The Beldessian Anorex. Just imagine freaking... Oh my god. I'm sorry? What? Did you just leap at me? Oh. You're not in the main hall? Cryel? It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Wait, it's Icarius? Do I have that? Wait, I don't think I have it. Oh, I do! Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Welcome back. Cryel has appraised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. Target a party member, then you can... Oh, it's target a party member. Oh. Well, it isn't much. I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice, clean bed after completing a major milestone. Be it penning a thesis or defeating deformed entities. So would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Give me 1 second. I forgot that was a thing. Yo, I forgot that was a thing. Well, don't worry, I figured I have yeet buttons too. I figured I had that when I was a dancer too.
Take heart and protect them well.
Who is this? Tell me it's husband. Husband, twins, and Cryel.
You're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Did someone order takeout? Cryel without her little like thing. Alize doesn't like pickles.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
Gaha has burger.
Perhaps our lone wolf just...
This
needed
is so
some time.
cute. Why is
To
this
perfect
food?
his brooding
Seriously,
stare.
the food in Final Fantasy
Next
XIV looks
time,
yummy,
drag
and
him
now
out by
I'm
the ear,
hungry.
Sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Gaha with food is just like so
Speaking
cute.
of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryel, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
Oh yeah.
And what
Oh,
an
I have the
experience that
the
was.
14 cookbook
Tiring,
puzzle.
yes, but no lasting harm done.
I've yet to make food.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
Yes.
Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments
Cryel
of
with her
joy
hood
to
down is so
sustain us.
cute.
Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Bro, now I want a cup of tea.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best,
Gaha
I'm
lost
still
his
too slow to
cookie.
wield it effectively in battle.
It's okay, Gaha is sweet
Mayhap I
enough.
simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenor.
Also, am I sitting
presume?
directly across from Gaha?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put
God,
it
I can't
simply,
wait to watch
you used it to
Wicked
sneak
and
around
just
the
be like,
forbidden
Gaha's here!
Yes,
Because Jonathan
well,
Bailey.
after a fashion. tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
Damn it. That was such a wholesome scene. Oh my god, we actually ended. Oh, wait, there's a donut left. And a cookie left. Oh no, I already knew that Jonathan Bailey was in Wicked. That's not like, I love Jonathan Bailey. I love everything Jonathan Bailey's in. Are we pushing on until dawn? Shall we call it a night? You do know these are my quarters, right? All nighter, all nighter, all nighter, all nighter, all nighter, all nighter.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Get to Alphino. Yo, the flower be like sparkle. It's green. Oh my god, what's the bagel? Can I have the donut?
Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well...
Okay,
never
I'm gonna...
mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad
Why is his voice so fucking
Our
different?
tower in Thancred has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom.
I don't like this voice actor.
Given how many we
Why
have
is it
at our
different?
disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans.
Why is it
It
deeper?
does, however, slow the rate at which we sight
Is this
them.
the same voice actor?
If they continue to preoccupy themselves
Oh, it's the
with
same voice
towers,
actor? Okay.
then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Fucking
Our foe is
trailer
bold enough.
scene?
Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is equal.
Xenos, you fucking bitch.
Equally tedious.
I literally
equally
took you down once.
disappointing.
I will take you down again,
The
bitch.
world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
Haha, haha, bet. Do you know who you're dealing with? I took you down once.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from
He
committing
still makes
your
me
life
laugh.
to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
Hi, bitch.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed. All the faces incomplete.
Welcome in.
The setting too was unknown to me. So I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Can we dump Daniel the theater kid to the dump? Or better have... So can we punch him? He's not being very over the top right now. I think this is the version of him that, like... I'm, like, questioning my love for him at the moment. He's so he's so bestie. Maybe he's into the... It's the second guy now, not the Ashi guy. Asai. Fuck. I keep forgetting how to say his name. Also, Pyro, hi, welcome in. By the way, I hope you're doing well. I could say wood for Xenos, but I'm a good. I remember when Wicked came out, everyone was like, "So, Dad Yoshi P, when are we gonna get Rust?" Just get Raha singing for WoW. Just like have him just like serenade the Warrior of Light. I could just yes. Yes. That is hilarious. Also, Luzzle, to answer your question about the cookbook, I actually have the cookbook. And I want to cook from it. I want to do a cooking stream. Because I want to potentially either make the chocobo cake or I want to do something else from there as well. But it's just, I have to figure out a day where I can actually physically go get ingredients, and also a day where my housemate doesn't have her kids so that I can potentially use the kitchen. Which ideally is every second weekend. So potentially maybe in the new year I might look at doing it. But also, yes. Shay, help me, the desk is taller than me. Where are you? I was like, did y'all change to a freaking Lullabelle? No, you're just sitting. Actually, I'm curious. If I sit down, how tall am I against here? Let me just see. I gotta check. However, I'm changing how I sit. Oh my god, I can't zoom out. I can't see. I think I'm like short against it as well, but I think I'm a little bit taller. Nobody told me that that the man can sing. Like, what the fuck? Asahi, sorry. Asahi. I remember reading from posts that Raha canonically can sing. He knows songs from his clan, I believe. Yoshi P, can we make this happen? Can we make this happen? Please? Please? Hang on. Is there something else I can do here? Hang on. Best boy. I love you! Gahatia was an archer in a realm reborn, so Bard would be a natural. That is true, actually. Actually, you know what? Wait, I'm taller than him? No, I feel like I'm the same height. No, I'm the same. I'm the same height as Raha. Right? No, I'm definitely the same height. I'm definitely the same height. Nah. We're the same height. What do you mean? I'm the same height. No, I'm definitely the same height as him. I'm calling this tall girl. Cat girl era. They're twins. They are twins. Like, we're the same height. Look at him just look at me. Look at him. I still get out of me and Thancred, and he look at me, and I look at him. Sound the bell, school's in. Are we going back to school? Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to the studium. As it happens, I wanted to try and speak with Scholark Montecan? Correct me on that. And thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rose Star. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find out that we deeply departed to Thavnia. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cord with his former students. Monty Shen. Okay. I think French is confusing. Oui. I'm kidding. If there is anyone French currently watching the stream right now, I apologize. Still, since we're still waiting for your stroller and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Is Raha coming? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to Phenomenon. Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. Damn it! Best boy is not coming. But you know what? It's probably for the best because obviously due to... Is this always there? Ah! I did not even see that Alphino had his stage weapons out. Heading out on a stroll. The Scholark himself was there. Was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him though. I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say a notary precedes us. Alphino of all people worrying over his reputation. And at our alma mater, no less. Will wonders never cease? You'll understand soon enough. Off we go. Hey, it's the Rupert questline music. Here it is from Phenomenon. Well, while I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? While most of the space is taken up in the expansive auditoriums, it also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth. As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name. Though with ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable fact of life, and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, phenomenon was decreed complete and the studium officially opened as a piece of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in ethological, the arcane, the occult, astronomers, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing proud as Sharlayan's foremost educational institute. You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same foblish speech. Such is his undying love for his old stamping ground. Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? Seriously. Nice of you to say, but Alphino actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honours, and I am certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects that I have been in his shadow, if nothing else, just remember that this is where the legend of Alphino Levier began. That was Alphino Levier, wasn't it? The Alphino Levier. And he's with his sister and Master Baldessian's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of epoch shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread the word. Oh, sorry. You said you're looking for the Scholark, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Alpho should have a better idea. Oh, Alphino. Oh. Alphino is looking so scared, guys. Alphino is looking scared. she's hot. I'm taller than her. What the heck? Are you lost? Wander in off the street, perhaps. Wait, don't tell me. You're a trainer gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. An orientation is in order. Ahem! Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with a question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right, books. And what's the second most important? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here. That's what we deal in here at Searcher's Meet. Whenever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Passa, this. Tongue of giant toad, that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. As our newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. The only thing I'm interested in gleaning is information on the Scholark's whereabouts. I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I'm no gleaner. I beg your pardon? Your pudding? You're not a gleaner. Then this was all an elaborate ruse? No, wait. Come to think of it, you never actually claimed to be one in the first place. My mistake. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to make us meet. Go back the way you came in, and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory of sorts, home to many rare and expensive curies. Not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. I mean, it's a classroom is what I mean. We know this is a school. We know this is a school. Class is in session, guys. Class is in session. Everyone sit down. Uh-oh. Everyone sit down before, oh, wait a second, actually, there is actually a thing here. Now I have a dancing lizard in my face. I don't know what this is from. Okay, anyway, I'm getting away from the distractions in the classroom.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all.
Go get some rest, please.
I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisois in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
Of course it does.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh my gosh! Class is in session. Oh, we're really literally in class right now.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Elf, no? No, me. Corporal ether, I think. Is what it is, right?
Yes. Very good.
A+
This is the
student!
form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Yeah.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact
Pop quiz
phenomenon
time?
was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean.
What does that actually say?
And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
Oh, welcome to the
reduced
studio.
To pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls.
I could not read that. I read Welcome to, but I couldn't read anything else.
Remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet.
Too much information. No, I'm kidding.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you.
As long as
I'll
freaking
arrange
Four
for
Cheese
you
doesn't
all
know, right?
To be given the run of Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Okay, I like him. Well, that's given me much to mull over. I feel as though we're one step closer to understanding the Forum's true motives and the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny. I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. I've a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the Anorex. Perhaps on the way, you could better acquaint yourself with queer Alipho, as the Scholarch suggested, while I share my findings with Raha. With Raha. I have to say, these new stalling tactics are something I've never seen before. Just tell us the truth. You just want to do the new. Oh, shush. Now I get to speak with my husband. I need comfort. I need comfort. Hug me, please. Oh God. I need comfort. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Lominsa. So the time has come for us to go to the offense. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Let's start by getting scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Astinian? Phew, I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. I shouldn't complain though. Vertra and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the uttermost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the 4EM's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. Don't stress. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as an official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my uttermost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. Yeah, and do my uttermost to avoid ruffling any more feathers, as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn, I can feel it, to Limsa Lominsa. My apologies for calling you away from Sharlayan at such short notice. On the contrary, we are honoured and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only right that the discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of adoration. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? hinges entirely on the warning scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Sharlayan, the allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Shargan, Ixal, and Anata have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph at Redzat Han has given us cause to hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. With the bulk of our forces, we'll continue to hold the Telephore at bay. We will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ishbard contingent. To think such progress has been made in such short span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tampered, robbed of their free will. They serve the Telephore every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not from strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our comparison and morality, for without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end. On that we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spheres are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway. Though the same could be said of the Telephore, there's certainly in no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the sphere's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantialized by Ystola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observation inside the Tower of Zot, the spheres siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far from then is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It would surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to the largest sphere in the capital. There's logic in that regardless, once we have uncovered the truth. We'll bring their schemes crushing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good, but what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Ishbard contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Do we have another dungeon coming up? For honor and glory. For the people of Garlemald. For revenge against the Telephoroi. Couldn't have put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Oriange have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Ari, welcome in! Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ishbard. Ralbarn and Lord Emmerich are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. My second husband? Pack warm clothing, furs, and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Telephoroi so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're the only ones who can create a diversion. No worries, Fitz. Have a lovely sleep. Please go get some rest. Now go. Safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better upon your return. This is someone in chat. Surely. Wait a second, this person has my hairstyle. But like, whoever this is, you're so cute. Wait, you're a blue mage. Wait a second. Please don't do what I, please don't do what I think you're gonna do. This person is adorable. Play Xenoblade. Wait a second. Maddie? 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 Emmerich! Wait a second. No. Wait. Gatia. Emmerich. Gatia. Emmerich. Gatia. Emmerich. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But God bless my heart. I love you. Ah! I can't. Why are they standing opposite one another? No. Ah! Astinian, protect me. Astinian! Protect me! No! Ah! I'm running away! No! 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 What am I after? Okay, for real though. Enough playing around. Ah, the Wanderers have returned. You've been busy, bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilshbard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Can't please them all. Sadly not though. I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in Ishbard, I and the other commanders will do what we can to convince the Nigh Slayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Gaius! God fucking damn it! One of your exploits travels quickly. From what I gather, the protective talisman you obtained lead to the formation of this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So, you're not coming with us? Strange. I thought you'd have a stake at this. I do. The Teleforay have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilshbard contingent, I would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of my former legatus. An attempt to rise me to a position of leadership, further disabling the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. I'm just saying, since we're going somewhere cold, don't forget to wear something warm. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Garlean soil. Oh shit, that was me fucking choosing? My bad. For what it is worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countryman. I am certain of it. In light of Gaius's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside? You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two, and if I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you, all of you. The other members of the Ishbard contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. So bad. I'm noticing so much is like wrong right now. Oh wait, it's voiced.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without me.
controller's completely fucked itself. Mouse controls for the moment. May your graceful prancing lead the way to victory. How dare you? Oh? What's the delay?
Actually, they didn't tell us that relaying messages between the various east. According to what we hear, however, equally capable company of warriors has been sent to rest.
Out of my way, you freak!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
It's Serena! My lizard queen!
Company. Full of blood we come. Of the devil's sorely lacking both. The towers devour our lands, so we march from road to road, only to find beyond our reach.
Sadu is literally fucking mommy. Sadu is mommy.
No quarter to the enemy.
Sadu Khatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Sadu is mommy. I love Sadu.
Heard many tales of your bravery. Welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance, Lente's Tears.
Is that a bunny?
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, not particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities.
How crazy would that be if we somehow had everyone from the first in here as well? How crazy!
Which have suffered tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid to offer all the common folk of God. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see it as such.
For every one of us who answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alameda, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working with Garland, just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Mordola, who once swore herself to Garland, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Seed Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Max, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Joe. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. They were,
Thank you for the follow.
but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
I agree with everything you
This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You needn't worry about Orianjay and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Astinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise. I suppose provided you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something in my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of the scions in need of a tailor, I hear? But how? Mwahaha! I have my ways. Oh. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the same. It's all in the name of fashion, rather than pursuit the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? I did have one other thing to share. Agramus and Bulawade have finally returned from assignments in faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Sharlayan. Oh, why not? You can keep Kryel company in the Baldessian Anorex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Agramus and Blue Weedar did a fine job carrying on in our steed while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, I'd be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Sharlayan. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. If it's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you. Other than pray for your safe return, which I will every day. Let's not keep the contentment waiting any longer. Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly. As she prepares to see you off on another perilous journey. I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Aha, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Christy! Christy, thank you for the raid! Oh my goodness, we're about to do a solo duty, but we just got given the winter glam look. So I'm going to sort of make that over there. I heard we were stalling. I am not stalling. Stop. I kind of like this look that I had, like this look. So I was like, I'm going to do it. She's stalling? It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Sharlayan Ironworks will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable imperial defector. I just suggested it because of you. Oh, is that one of your favorite colors, Quisty? For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. As a portable retainer, our resources are at your disposal, and if there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you are ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Ooh! Guys! Several cutscenes! So that it just sort of makes sense. Okay. Ooh. Also, I am also not wearing
divided in twain by a vast mountain range.
I just want to get this filmed and
those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
When one can simply fly. That is one thing that I said in my VOD.
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest,
like,
as if
nice
to warn
and
against
warm.
further trespass.
It do be cold out here, and it do be making me think of Canada. Oh, look at the Malian.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party.
Okay.
They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials. Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps? Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Virgilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number.
I think because this is a solo duty cutscene.
However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
Solo duty again.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death.
Not save that, but
The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Videos.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War.
Endwalker is so fucking good, and I
Yet
want to
now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
I don't have anyone come at me and be like, your
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
I'm my own editor, so everything I edit is my own.
So, what's the plan?
I'm still learning.
If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
I love Seacard.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
Okay.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to
Endwalker
send
really
men to
tested
investigate.
my stealth, and I suck at stealth, so
Divide and conquer.
that is something
Not
I
a
need to
bad
get
idea.
better at. Even with the
Once the
Oriange
scouts have finished their
moment on the
preparations,
moon,
we will split into two groups.
having to follow Oriange.
The first will
I got
form the
spotted,
vanguard,
and I'm
while
just
the
like-
other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Ooh, wow.
As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most.
I should have changed my. Oops.
I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice.
I
Kept
can
in
do that.
reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
I can do that. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. I want to replay through Endwalker already, and I only just finished like almost 2 weeks ago. It will be 2 weeks on Saturday.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion
I love
as possible.
Maxima.
Miss
Also
Stoller
love
always
Thancred.
did have a
But
flair for
Thancred is two of my mods.
She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks.
But two of my mods. I'm like,
All right.
you guys
Once
can have
more for my peace
Thancred.
of mind.
I'll have Gahatio.
Our first objective will be to
we're
rig the
fine.
enemy's Magitech with explosives.
However,
After
currently
we've
doing the
withdrawn to a safe
Panda raids
distance,
at the
we'll detonate
moment,
them remotely.
and a little
Our
bit
second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
The only thing with me recording this so that I can get the freaking audio is
In the meantime, I will relay messages
don't
back and
have,
forth as the situation unfolds.
and,
You'll
like, I'm
forgive
not
me if I ask
currently
again, but
streaming,
are you
I'm
certain
just
you wish to play
recording
the lone
this,
wolf?
So when I first did
Wouldn't
this
have it any other
a couple
way.
of weeks ago,
Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the
or
job done.
like
I always do.
December-ish. No, actually, it would have been.
Very
it
well.
would have been a couple of weeks.
I
ago,
wish you the
think,
best of
maybe.
luck.
I did have an active chat scrolling above my head, but I don't have that at the moment.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear to my considerable relief.
You are returned.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
A few moments later, at the rear of the Ilshbad contingent's supply cavern. This is the only VOD that
The blizzard's
has
beginning to clear.
issues, was my first.
The Vanguard
was
should
me
be engaging
starting
the Imperials
Endwalker,
any moment now.
And then this.
If they
this
haven't
Thancred
already.
moment, and I'm like, like, you fucker.
Ishtola and the others are with them, so
This
I'm
is
sure
Thancred.
they'll be alright. But wait! Something's coming!
Yeah, something do be coming.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Okay, good, I'm myself again. Awesome. You know what? I'm more confident with my sage than I am elsewhere. At least as sage, I can heal myself better. You're killing it as Sage. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am loving Sage. Like, I'm really enjoying learning Sage. Okay. Where's the other guy? Oh, right there. That makes sense. Okay. Tampered. Okay. Try. Oh, okay, wait, I'm assisting. Oh. Well, I see what I'm doing. Really? Oh, wait, that's me, yes. Okay. Just trying to be a hype man. I look, okay, I'm stressed. It's a stressful time. Okay. Okay. I'm assuming we have one more. Okay. There's still one more section. I feel so much more. I feel so confident as Sage. I've been loving Sage. I'm actually really grateful that I'm did Sage. We can finally kick ass. Exactly. Oh my god, that whole Thancred section freaked the living fuck out of me. I'm going to be completely honest. That was freaky. Okay. Is that all of it? Oh, fucking hell. Going straight for the carriages? How do I stop it in its tracks? Oh my god. I don't need to be that close up to it though. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Who do you think you fucking are? Like, honestly. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Are you guys okay? Head north and join the Vanguard. Meanwhile, on the front line... Oyanje! Isdala! Ascension!
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time.
Okay. Okay.
The trouble is,
whatever you
their
say.
tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
I'm so tempted to change to Aurora for a month.
That's for
But I
Gilead.
can't.
Damn it.
I'm cat girl.
I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
There's no end to them. Here I am.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Liz, I love you. However, this is also another one of my mods. Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them I said that.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Hell yeah. We can do this. We're fine. We're totally fine. Say, why would it not be us? Why did I do that? Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I know I'm also not paying it. I'm not physically reading chat a lot at the moment as well. There's just a lot currently happening at the moment. I am taking like quick glances over at chat though. Just trying to like... Oh, there's only one more left. Okay, perfect. This is great. Why am I not healing? Okay. No, okay, there's definitely nothing else I need to attack. It's literally just this. Why am I going super close to it though? I don't specifically need to go close to it. Is it bad? I kind of forgot that they have that in solo duties as well. I don't know if that really does anything for solo duties, but like... I mean, no harm in checking? What the fuck is this? Don't hit me. I realize I'm technically a healer, so I can technically heal everyone. Like, kind of heal people up. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck! No, crap. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Holy crap, there's so much happening right now. Tank Buster! God, there's more. Okay. Get back here, bitch! Wait, how the hell did they fall asleep? Oh my fucking god. Ah! There's so much happening. There's so much happening! I'm overwhelmed.
A worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again.
Feels so weird that the victory theme for the end of fight is here. Like, Why? It feels so weird.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Honestly, Garlemald is really beautiful.
800
However,
years
very
it had
much
been
destroyed.
since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth. Freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken.
Honestly, husband, could you not have worn a fucking skull?
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Camp Broken Glass.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Has with Bruno Mars. I actually only just found out, by the way. Welcome to Camp Broken Glass. Holy. Home sweet home Camp Broken Glass. Oh, we were invisible? Wait, were we? Oh.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porxie of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with cerulean heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next.
Put myself through that torture again.
My smiths reckon with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Mistinian's
Or
always just
perhaps
by
we are
himself.
beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
If there are survivors, we will surely find them. Extensive travelers travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that needs doing. Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't. I know for a fact I chose the top one, so I'm gonna go with the top one.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.